Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to night 2 of the King of Flight tournament. I am your commentator, as always, Antoine Princeton. And ladies and gentlemen, 16 men began in this tournament. There are only 8 left, including this man, Double G.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a quarterfinal matchup in the King of Flight tournament. Introducing first, Double G, Giuseppe Girardi.
Double G got here by defeating Jason Cross on night 1, and it was quite an impressive victory, taking advantage of Jason Cross definitely overshooting a diving maneuver, landing on his knee, and Double G picked up the pieces to secure a spot in the quarterfinals of the King of Flight tournament. But Double G has his stiffest test to date, as he's going up against a former DCA World Heavyweight Champion in TAKERU YUKIMURA.
And his opponent, representing the Destiny Championship Alliance, this is TAKERU YUKIMURA.
TAKERU YUKIMURA himself scored a spot in the quarterfinals by defeating one half of the Youngbloods, Adrian Dawkins, and what can only be described as quite a fun opening match. But TAKERU is definitely looking to represent DCA and represent DCA as DZW's No Limits champion. That's what it's all about. It's all about a shot at the No Limits championship at Revive. And two quite contrasting personalities in this contest. TAKERU YUKIMURA all about honor, all about fighting spirit. Giuseppe Girardi definitely the loudmouth, but at the end of the day, Giuseppe Girardi could score what is the biggest victory in his CAW career yet by defeating TAKERU YUKIMURA. TAKERU YUKIMURA obviously not looking to let that happen. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Double G, TAKERU YUKIMURA, and the referee rings the bell. We are underway for night 2. This is what Giuseppe Girardi does best, antagonize his opponents. TAKERU YUKIMURA now falling for it, and oh, come on, that's just disrespectful. And Double G paying for it as he's sent backing into the corner. And now TAKERU YUKIMURA is unloading with a series of kicks. Yeah, it's a bad idea to antagonize a striker, and that's why. Because now TAKERU YUKIMURA firmly in the driver's seat, and out goes Double G. And wait, is TAKERU gonna fly? Yes, he is! Sending Giuseppe Girardi back first into that announce table. Now Double G's back in the ring. TAKERU YUKIMURA full steam ahead with the foot stomp right on to Giuseppe Girardi. Will that do the job? And no, only a count of 2. What elevation TAKERU YUKIMURA got on that double foot stomp. Now the Italian Stallion looking to regain control. And there's a series of vicious chest stomps. Again, Giuseppe Girardi stomping on the chest of TAKERU YUKIMURA, and there's a kick right to the back. Giuseppe Girardi looking to prove that he belongs with the elite in the No Limits division, and moves like that might prove it. DDTing TAKERU YUKIMURA using his own legs. And now Gutbuster. Now Giuseppe Girardi raking the eyes of TAKERU YUKIMURA, and there's a Russian leg sweep. Now going for the pin on TAKERU YUKIMURA, and YUKIMURA kicks out at 2. YUKIMURA back into the corner. And Giuseppe Girardi reverse STO. TAKERU landing face first on the middle turnbuckle. I think Giuseppe Girardi got a knee on the back of TAKERU's neck. That had to hurt. And Northern Lights suplex. Is Double G going to the semifinals? And no. Double G's been in control thus far. But TAKERU YUKIMURA looking to regain his strength. He's looking to go for, it seems like a suplex. Giuseppe Girardi caught him in the arm. That was a one-legged camel clutch. Will Giuseppe Girardi make TAKERU tap out? Referee's asking TAKERU if he wants to quit. But I don't think there's any quitting TAKERU YUKIMURA as he gets out of the camel clutch. And oh, wait a minute, Pele kick. Pele kick might be the game changer in this match too. And Double G kicks out of the Pele kick. Double G might have gotten his lights knocked out. Now Double G with a counter. Doesn't seem too shaky off that Pele kick. But time may tell what the lasting effects of that was. No way, we saw this on night one against Jason Cross. Double G with the neck breaker. Uh-oh, but TAKERU showing no effects of pain. One clothesline, two clotheslines. And there's a kick. And TAKERU's all fired up. Second Pele kick. TAKERU YUKIMURA with another Pele kick. And he might be looking to go for the kill shot, but Giuseppe Girardi says no and instead German suplex. Double G trying to prove he belongs, and oh wait a minute, X-Plex. X-Plex to TAKERU YUKIMURA, and no. Giuseppe Girardi is beside himself. Now wait a minute, TAKERU with the shot to the back. Third Pele kick. 3 Pele kicks to Giuseppe Girardi. And it doesn't look like TAKERU YUKIMURA is done swinging STO. Swinging STO, will it get the job done? 1, 2, and 3. TAKERU YUKIMURA advances to the semifinals.
Here is your winner by pinfall, TAKERU YUKIMURA.
With that victory, TAKERU YUKIMURA becomes the first man to advance to the semifinals of the King of Flight tournament, and he is one step closer to a shot at the No Limits Championship. But what an effort by Double G. At the end of the day, though, those Pele kicks were too much. And TAKERU followed it up with a swinging reverse STO for good measure, and he has a spot in the Final Four of the King of Flight tournament. But ladies and gentlemen, up next, more No Limits action. It's Andre Nogueira taking on Matt Black.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your second of 4 quarterfinal matchups in the King of Flight tournament. Introducing first, representing the American Wrestling Federation, Andre Nogueira.
Andre Nogueira, the Brazilian representing AWF, pulled off an impressive victory on night 1 against Jeffrey Albritton using a beautiful shooting star press. But on this night, he finds himself against a man who he is quite familiar with. He has tagged with them multiple times before in the American Wrestling Federation, but tonight, Andre Nogueira and Matt Black are opponents. So that definitely adds an interesting dynamic to this matchup. But which one of these two friends will join the field of 4? Will it be Andre Nogueira or will it be Matt Black?
And his opponent, he is the current reigning defending El Dorado Championship Wrestling NXT Champion, Matt Black.
Matt Black had one of the toughest tests to advance to Night 2 of the King of Flight tournament, but he managed to defeat Paradox in what can be best described as a back and forth match. There were times where it looked like Matt Black was not going to advance to the field of 8, especially with the reverse 450s that Paradox pulled out of his arsenal. But nonetheless, Matt Black toughed it out, and he's looking to get one step further and one step closer to a shot at the No Limits Championship. Again, Matt Black hasn't been in DZW very long, but boy has he made an impression. He's laid out the No Limits champion. He defeated Paradox on Night 1. But in this match, he deals with the issue of familiarity. He has to go one-on-one with a man who he has teamed with in the past. So what is the strategy of both men going into this match, knowing that their opponent is familiar with them, that they've teamed with their opponent, that their opponent has seen what they can do in the ring? Ladies and gentlemen, that remains to be seen. And ladies and gentlemen, we are underway. Now, both these men having a stare down, but Andre Nogueira broke the silence with a forearm smash, and now both these men are going back and forth. Matt Black with a series of right-handed jabs, Andre Nogueira with a kick to the stomach. And now Matt Black is on the ropes, but he's fighting back with a few more jabs. And Matt Black with a few elbow smashes, or forearm smashes, excuse me. He gets the victory of that exchange. Now wait, Pele kick. Shot right to the face. There's now Andre Nogueira with the jawbreaker. Now Nogueira holding Matt Black steady, and there's a drop kick. The Brazilian with the early advantage as Matt Black is on the wrong side of the ring. And we saw this on Night 1, and Jesus Christ. Ladies and gentlemen, no matter how many times I see it, it doesn't get any easier to watch. As you've been told multiple times, that is the hardest part of the ring. Andre Nogueira showing no mercy, but will he get the job done? And Matt Black kicks out. But wise strategy on the part of Andre Nogueira. Take everything you can out of Matt Black, and there he is going right after the injured back. Andre Nogueira using the ring apron to his advantage, the hardest part of the ring to his advantage. Wait, Nogueira was going for a suplex, looking to add some more pain to the back. And now Matt Black adding some pain of his own with a backstabber. 1, 2, and Nogueira out at 2. Matt Black definitely not taking too kindly to what happened on the ring apron. An impressive shooting star splash from Matt Black. There's a springboard leg drop to follow up. And Matt Black looking to fly, but he flew way too many times, crashed and burned. And now Andre Nogueira tossing Matt Black. And Nogueira sending Black into the ropes. Wait, Nogueira planting Matt Black down with the Falcon Arrow. Will the Falcon Arrow put away Matt Black and kick out at 2? And again, the longer this match goes on, you have to think that Matt Black is only going to be in more pain on his back, especially with moves like that, as Andre Nogueira follows up with a springboard moonsault. Ladies and gentlemen, I would just like to thank all of you for supporting DZW, especially on Night 1. We got a lot of positive feedback, and we're looking to keep the momentum rolling. As now Andre Nogueira, split-legged moonsault from the top rope. Will this put Matt Black down? And Matt Black kicks out at 2 again. Andre Nogueira is wondering what it's got to take. He's unleashed some pretty impressive moves. Andre Nogueira suplex into a Falcon Arrow. Again, Matt Black favoring his back. And Andre Nogueira with an elevated drop kick. And Northern Lights suplex and Matt Black, and you can see the pain and agony he's in. And now Nogueira looking to add to the pain and agony. Matt Black's arm is trapped. Will he tap out? Instead, Matt Black tossing Nogueira over. Now Matt Black's got to get something going if he wants to keep his championship hopes alive. Wait. Matt Black, I think he's looking to fly and split-legged moonsault to Andre Nogueira. Will it get the job done? And Nogueira kicks out at 2. They say imitation is the best form of flattery, but I don't know if Andre Nogueira is going to be flattered by his tag team partner using his own move against him. Now Matt Black looking to take to the air again. Oh wait, spiral tap. Spiral tap to Andre Nogueira. Will Matt Black put away his tag team partner? And no. Wait, Matt Black, what is he looking to do here? Modified backbreaker to Andre Nogueira. Matt Black looking to target the back now. And oh wait, Andre Nogueira, sunset flip. Going for the cover on Matt Black. Will Andre Nogueira advance? And Matt Black kicks out at 2. So many near falls in this match. This just goes to show how well these two know each other. As Andre Nogueira going for another drop kick. No wait, Andre Nogueira going to the top rope, but the distance is ambitious at best. No wait, Matt Black getting up. Andre Nogueira looking to clear some distance and missing. Rookie mistake on the part of Andre Nogueira, thinking he was going to hit it from that long. I'm surprised he got as much distance as he did. But Matt Black looking to capitalize. Kill switch. Matt Black with the kill switch, but Andre Nogueira was near the ropes. Wait, Matt Black is going to take to the sky once again. And is he going to hit it? Spiral tap. Spiral tap to Andre Nogueira. Will Matt Black put Andre Nogueira away? And this time he does. It might have taken a little bit extra, but Matt Black goes to the semifinals.
Here's your winner by way of pinfall, Matt Black.
Matt Black advances to the field of 4 where he will do battle with TAKERU YUKIMURA. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we will be right back with more quarterfinal action.
There's a moment in your bones when the fire takes over. Blood is running, heart is pumping as the battle gets closer. They can say what they want now, 'cause we'll be screaming out, we can be heroes everywhere we go. We can have all that we ever want. Swinging like Ali, knocking out bodies, standing on
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back live from Boston, Massachusetts. And here comes the Massachusetts native, KRACK.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your third of 4 quarterfinal matchups in the King of Flight tournament. Introducing first, he's a tag team veteran and hardcore icon, KRACK.
KRACK, to my memory, is the only competitor in this tournament to have notched a submission victory to make it to the next round, making Liam North tap out by way of armbar. You gotta believe that's KRACK's key to advancing and possibly winning this tournament. The ironic thing about it is that with the victory in this tournament, KRACK gets a shot at the No Limits Championship against the man who he helped retain at Maximum Attitude, Cutler. KRACK isn't thinking about Cutler, he's thinking about right here and right now, where he has to take on this man, SCRAT Boogie.
And his opponent, the party animal, SCRAT Boogie.
His favorite saying is, "Don't eat a lemon, eat a pizza." The SCRAT Boogie tasted victory on night 1 by defeating ECF's Jeff Garnett. And he's looking to keep the pattern of victory rolling with the victory here against KRACK on night 2. The SCRAT Boogie wants to win this match. He must avoid making the same mistake that Liam North did on night 1. Avoid getting that arm attacked. Don't let KRACK go after that arm, because if he does, we could be seeing KRACK advance to the semifinals. SCRAT Boogie, a No Limits competitor through and through, but he has yet to taste victory as far as being the No Limits champion. You gotta believe that that's definitely on his mind. SCRAT Boogie wants to avoid losing to a No Limits division newcomer like KRACK. But whether or not that will happen will be determined in a matter of moments, as it's two very eccentric personalities against one another. It's KRACK and SCRAT Boogie. You already know that Matt Black and TAKERU YUKIMURA are in the semifinals. It'll be the winner of SCRAT Boogie and KRACK. And oh my goodness, what an enziguri from SCRAT Boogie. It'll be the winner of KRACK and SCRAT Boogie against the winner of John BLACKOS and HYDE in the second semifinal match. But now KRACK right now has the advantage. SCRAT Boogie tossing him over. Now SCRAT Boogie with the fireman scary. And oh wait, sliced bread. Standing sliced bread to KRACK. Now KRACK with elbows to the back of the head. Excuse me, not the back of the head, the side of the head. And now just like that, SCRAT Boogie's in the corner. As KRACK is stomping a mud hole in SCRAT Boogie. SCRAT Boogie, and there we go. KRACK going right after the arm. He sees blood, he sees red, he's a shark in the water when it comes to that arm. KRACK getting SCRAT Boogie to the center of the ring. And again, we saw this before. KRACK bending back and SCRAT Boogie is in pain. And now KRACK stomping on the arm. And just beyond getting SCRAT Boogie to tap out, it's a wise strategy. You take out the ability to grapple. Take out the ability to do a lot of things. SCRAT Boogie's going to be essentially fighting with his legs alone, and KRACK keeps up this assault. And KRACK again with an attack to the arm. There's a shoulder breaker. Going for the pin on SCRAT Boogie. Will he defeat the party animal and advance to the tournament? And the referee says no. Now KRACK twisting, manipulating SCRAT Boogie's head. That's not how the head is supposed to bend. And I don't think KRACK cares. And again, this time to the other arm, a stomp. KRACK doesn't care what arm it is as long as it's an arm, as he's repeatedly going after SCRAT Boogie's arms. And KRACK with the moonsault from the second rope. And KRACK has an advantage as far as being technical, because quite possibly the most technical man in this tournament, Liam North, KRACK personally eliminated on night 1. Now KRACK throwing SCRAT Boogie into the guardrail, and again. And you have to be that hurts, and there's SCRAT Boogie arm first into the guardrail. As now KRACK boot to the side of the head. KRACK, known for his hardcore brawls, is trying to use that to his advantage. As SCRAT Boogie's head bounces off the ring post, and KRACK is going to win by count. Okay, retract that last statement. The longer this match stays outside, the worse it gets for SCRAT Boogie. And again, I retract my previous statement as SCRAT Boogie now tossing KRACK to the floor. Now KRACK's the man trapped against the guardrail as SCRAT Boogie raining down right hands. Referee's count is at 6. Now SCRAT Boogie with an elbow to the face. And is SCRAT Boogie gonna fly? He's waiting for KRACK to get up. Wait, shot to the face. And spinning DDT to KRACK. Going for the cover on KRACK. And KRACK out at the count of 2. Swinging DDT couldn't get the job done. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, SCRAT Boogie targeting the leg of KRACK. SCRAT Boogie showing his ability to manipulate body parts. And that's a standing slice spread. And a moonsault to follow up. SCRAT Boogie is firmly in the driver's seat against KRACK. You gotta wonder how his arms are holding up. Now, SCRAT Boogie, I think, was thinking Blue Thunder Bomb, but KRACK reversed it. And KRACK again, right back after the arms. And oh, wait a minute. KRACK relentlessly going for that arm bar, but SCRAT Boogie lucked out as he was right near the ropes. Now SCRAT Boogie gonna fly in. No, as KRACK nearly decapitates him. The kick was so powerful, it took out the referee in the process. And oh no, KRACK has a chair. And now smashing that chair right against the injured arm of SCRAT Boogie. KRACK has a chair, obviously should be resulting in a disqualification. And KRACK with the chair again. Somebody get that away from him. Ladies and gentlemen, I personally don't understand how the referee did not see that last shot. But now KRACK weakening SCRAT Boogie with chair shot after chair shot. And there's another enziguri. Now look at KRACK pretending to be exhausted. And again, right to the arm. And ladies and gentlemen, back to the armbar. KRACK with multiple chair shots, and of course, SCRAT Boogie having no choice but to tap out. And KRACK, by nefarious means, gets a spot in the semifinals.
Here's your winner by way of armbar submission, KRACK.
It took multiple chair shots to do it, but KRACK gets to the semifinals. And he will be facing either John BLACKOS or HYDE. That will be determined in a matter of moments, but the story right here is KRACK advances to the field of 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following is the final of 4 quarterfinal matchups in the King of Flight tournament. Introducing first, representing the American Wrestling Federation and Call of Honor, he is the reigning, defending American Wrestling Federation United States Champion, the French phenomenon, John BLACKOS.
John BLACKOS defeated Azrael of the Downfall to get a spot in the quarterfinals of this tournament. And he's looking to keep the momentum rolling against JIUSEPPE tonight, but JIUSEPPE put up quite a fight in Night 1's main event against Michael Stone, so you have to believe he's not going to go down easy. But if one thing that John BLACKOS is up for, he's up for a fight. And here he comes, Portland's greatest export, JIUSEPPE.
And his opponent, he is a former Danger Zone Wrestling Tag Team Champion and Night of Flight finalist, JIUSEPPE.
It's a mantra JIUSEPPE lives by, never give up. JIUSEPPE is focused more than ever, having to defeat his tag team partner on Night 1. And he has his sights set firmly on winning this tournament and getting one more shot at Drew Cutler. Referee rings the bell and this match is on. John BLACKOS and JIUSEPPE meeting in the middle of the ring. BLACKOS has HYDE by the arm. Now John BLACKOS wrenching at the arm. And we see a repeat of last match with an armbar. And now John BLACKOS again in control. Wait, JIUSEPPE with the shot to the midsection and a shot to the face, and he's free of John BLACKOS. And there's a jawbreaker, and down goes BLACKOS. If John BLACKOS can manage to defeat JIUSEPPE, he will become one of only 2 imports into this tournament to make it to the semifinals. The other, of course, being TAKERU YUKIMURA, who has a match with Matt Black. And ladies and gentlemen, keep in mind, tournament action is not all we have tonight. Later on, there will be a match for the DZW Tag Team titles as High Impact challenges SHAWN and Syntax. Now John BLACKOS with a shot to the midsection of JIUSEPPE. JIUSEPPE with the left-handed shot to the face. Well, I think JIUSEPPE was thinking neck breaker, but John BLACKOS hits a neck breaker of his own. BLACKOS going for the cover on HYDE. 1, 2, and HYDE out at 2. Now John BLACKOS sending JIUSEPPE. Sunset flip. Sunset flip to HYDE. Will he get the job done? And HYDE kicks out. You got to think about something. Both of these men, of course, looking to make it to the semifinals. But when you make it to the semifinals, no man is fresh. So you got to believe that every single member of the semifinals will be at a disadvantage. It's all about who's fresher than the other. As now JIUSEPPE going for the pin on John BLACKOS. And BLACKOS had it won. Both of these men are looking to end this match as soon as possible to preserve their energy for the semifinals and hopefully the finals. That's a lot of wear and tear on competitors for one night of action as HYDE hits a back body drop on John BLACKOS. Now HYDE double foots to the face. And HYDE with the toss. HYDE, one of the larger competitors in this tournament, as he sends John BLACKOS on the wrong side of the ring apron, but tossing him back in. Now BLACKOS trapped in the corner. Now HYDE going to the second rope, and there's a senton. Senton to John BLACKOS. Going for the pin again. 1, 2, and no. HYDE was going for something, but John BLACKOS with the reverse and Russian leg sweep. John BLACKOS, the French phenomenon. Going for a unique submission, but HYDE was under the ropes. And now trying to go for it again. And still, same problem, John. HYDE too close to the ropes. I think John BLACKOS realizing his mistake. And this time, go for it in the center of the ring. John BLACKOS pulling back on the leg of HYDE. Will he tap out? And HYDE manages to get free. And there's a big clothesline from HYDE. Going for the cover on John. And John kicks out at 2. In the way, HYDE was going for another neck breaker, and John BLACKOS counters with another one of his own. HYDE might have to abandon the neck breaker if he has a chance of winning this match. Now John BLACKOS is fired up. And there's a backbreaker to HYDE. Now wait, John BLACKOS looking to take to the sky. It's called King of Flight for a reason. And there's an elbow. Now HYDE, what's he looking to go for? Wait, pump handle Uranagi to John BLACKOS. And now HYDE looking to fly. Oh wait, is he thinking HYDE splash, and he hits it. HYDE splash to John BLACKOS. What has HYDE done? Oh wait, there's one clothesline, there's 2 clotheslines. John BLACKOS trying to counter, but HYDE with the snap power slam. I think HYDE is thinking hide and seek, but John BLACKOS has other plans. And this is what won in this match on night 1. Cover 2, and HYDE out at the count of 2. Now John BLACKOS going for a roll-up. And still HYDE out at the count of 2. Again, the longer this match goes, regardless of who wins, the less and less it benefits the competitors in the semifinals and the finals. But HYDE has John BLACKOS hide and seek. Hide and seek to John BLACKOS. HYDE going for the pin. 1, 2, 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner by way of pinfall, HYDE.
At first I questioned HYDE's strategy for not going for the pin right after the HYDE splash, but he managed to hit the hide and seek and put John BLACKOS away. But ladies and gentlemen, what an effort from John BLACKOS in this tournament, and we'll be seeing a lot more of him in the future. But up next, it's semi-final action. It's Matt Black, it's TAKERU YUKIMURA. And ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna happen right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following is the first of 2 semi-final matchups in the King of Flight tournament. Introducing first, representing the Destiny Championship Alliance, TAKERU YUKIMURA.
TAKERU YUKIMURA managed to advance to the field of 4. First by defeating Adrian Dawkins on night 1, and then by defeating Double G earlier tonight. And now he has his sights firmly set on Matt Black and a spot in the finals. But so does this man, Matt Black.
And his opponent, he is the reigning defending Eldorado Championship Wrestling NXT Champion, Matt Black.
Matt Black defeated his tag team partner Andre Nogueira earlier in the night to advance to the field of 4. But he has a tough test ahead of him in his young Call career, as he has never faced the likes of TAKERU YUKIMURA. TAKERU YUKIMURA, obviously, as I mentioned previously, well decorated. Matt Black, the current Eldorado Championship Wrestling NXT champion. And he's looking to prove that he belongs with the elite in Call Wrestling, that he belongs in the discussion for the best in Call Wrestling today. And by defeating TAKERU YUKIMURA and getting a spot in the finals, he could very well do that. But again, it is easier said than done. One of these men will advance to the finals. One of these men will go home. Who will it be? Will it be Matt Black or will it be TAKERU YUKIMURA? Now, ladies and gentlemen, the fight is on. The referee rings the bell. Now, both of these men are grappling away as Matt Black has TAKERU YUKIMURA in control. And I spoke too soon, as now TAKERU has Matt Black in a headlock. Spoke too soon on that. You know, I'm just going to shut up. This has been back and forth. And now TAKERU getting the better of that grappling exchange. TAKERU looking to bounce back after recently losing the DCA World Heavyweight Championship to Calvin Richardson. Matt Black might keep the momentum downhill for TAKERU with moves like that Northern Lights suplex. But TAKERU with the belly to back suplex. And remember the injured back of Matt Black. All from hitting that ring apron. That's Matt Black, impressive counter to a butterfly suplex. And Matt Black with a sit-down shot to the arm. And Matt Black with a backbreaker to TAKERU YUKIMURA. Matt Matt Black ducking under TAKERU. There's a leapfrog. And oh wait, thought Matt Black was going for Falcon Arrow. TAKERU YUKIMURA instead hits a German suplex. Going for the cover on Matt Black. 1, 2, and Matt Black out of the count of 2. TAKERU was trying to put this away early. And you gotta believe that if he did, it would give him a huge advantage in the finals. And TAKERU with the duck under, and instead of going for a leapfrog, hits Matt Black with a clothesline. It's now TAKERU YUKIMURA. Oh, Matt Black was going for something, but TAKERU YUKIMURA got out of the way. And TAKERU YUKIMURA thought he was going for an Enziguri. He ends up hitting a Hurricane Rana instead. This is a testament to the skill and agility of TAKERU YUKIMURA. Really a testament to the ability of all the competitors that have been in this tournament. But it is simply a matter of who's advancing to the finals to take on either KRACK or HYDE. And again, Matt Black favoring his back. And now TAKERU with the stop to the arm. And TAKERU forearm smash. As Matt Black is against the ropes. And Matt Black getting sent clear outside the ring by a clothesline. And TAKERU YUKIMURA has the advantage as he's getting the crowd hyped up. TAKERU YUKIMURA, instead of going after Matt Black, trying to get a count-out victory, but not even close as Matt Black is back in. And wait a minute! Springboard needed. TAKERU YUKIMURA catching him by surprise. Will Matt Black get the victory? And the springboard knee doesn't do it. Matt Black might have given TAKERU YUKIMURA a concussion with that move. Now there's a reverse CDT from Matt Black after a series of strikes to the back. Now Matt Black has TAKERU on the wrong side of the ring apron and sends him crashing down with the shoulder block. Now Matt Black has a lot of energy going for him. And wait a minute! Matt Black gonna fly! Matt Black has TAKERU YUKIMURA back in the ring. Matt Black was going for something, but TAKERU YUKIMURA with the dragon screw. And again, placing Matt Black firmly on his back. Now TAKERU's gonna fly! Diving foot stomp. Double foot stomp to Matt Black. Will it do the job? And Matt Black kicks out at 2. Matt Black back in the corner. And TAKERU YUKIMURA is playing just as seems to be to kick Matt Black's life away. And now TAKERU YUKIMURA sends Matt Black with full force back first into the corner. There's a moon stomp. Going for the cover on Matt Black, and still somehow Matt Black kicks out. TAKERU knows about that injured back, which is why he sent Matt Black full force into the corner, but Matt Black with the running enziguri. And now Matt Black targeting the back of TAKERU, and there's another reverse CDT. Now TAKERU's the one in the corner. Matt Black placing TAKERU down. And split-legged springboard moonsault. Is Matt Black going to the finals? And not yet. What a match this has been so far between these two. All for a spot in the finals, and uh-oh. Matt Black gonna try to even the odds, and yes, he does. TAKERU YUKIMURA landing back first onto the hardest part of the ring apron. And Matt Black looking to put TAKERU away. Is he thinking kill switch? But TAKERU YUKIMURA saw it coming. And Matt Black catches a face full of rope. It's TAKERU YUKIMURA T-bone suplex. It's TAKERU YUKIMURA going to the finals, and no. TAKERU YUKIMURA has Matt Black back in the corner. And whatever TAKERU YUKIMURA has planned for Matt Black definitely can't be good for his back. But TAKERU YUKIMURA launching Matt Black with a German suplex. I think the only good thing about that is Matt Black didn't land back first. But still, he's in this match. Now TAKERU YUKIMURA with the butterfly suplex. You can only imagine the pain that Matt Black is forcing himself to fight through. Remember, after what happened on the ring apron, TAKERU isn't 100% either. Matt Black missing 2 enziguris. Went for a third, but TAKERU saw it coming. And there's a missile drop kick, but nobody home. And now Black is going to take to the sky. Spiral tap, but caught TAKERU in the back. TAKERU was trying to get up. But Matt Black looking to place him right back down. There's a swinging neck breaker. And now Matt Black look for kill switch again. But now Black back first into the corner. And TAKERU with another T-bone suplex. Will it do it? And Matt Black gets the shoulder up. But now TAKERU, Pele kick. TAKERU might have Pele kicked Matt Black's hopes and dreams away, but he is not done. And there's a surfboard stretch. Surfboard stretch to Matt Black, and he has to be in absolute agony. But will he tap out to the surfboard stretch? And no, he doesn't. Instead, go for a pinfall attempt that TAKERU YUKIMURA gets out of immediately. But he does not get out of that running enziguri. What will it take for these men to be able to call themselves the King of Flight as Matt Black responds with the clothesline? And TAKERU YUKIMURA in the danger zone. It doesn't look too good for him. TAKERU back in the corner. Matt Black. Springboard clothesline. There's a drop kick. TAKERU YUKIMURA misses with the clothesline, and Matt Black with the moon stomp of his own. Matt Black firmly in the driver's seat. No, wait a minute. He's going for the Koji clutch. Koji clutch is locked in. Will he make the former GCA World Heavyweight Champion submit? TAKERU YUKIMURA may tap out right here, but an elbow saved his chances in this match. As now TAKERU, going for another T-bone suplex. And oh, wait a minute, Matt Black hits the kill switch. Matt Black with the kill switch. Is Matt Black going to the finals? And he is. What a match.
Here is your winner by pinfall, Matt Black.
TAKERU went for the T-bone suplex one too many times, and it cost him, putting Matt Black in perfect position to hit him with the kill switch. But we still have one more semi-final match. It's HYDE and KRACK next. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know how we'll be able to top what we just saw, but there's still some action left to go, and here comes KRACK.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following is the second of two semi-final matchups in the King of Flight tournament. Introducing first, he is a tag team veteran and hardcore icon. This is KRACK.
That armbar has been key to KRACK's survival in this tournament. The last match, more than effort, it was a steel chair, multiple steel chair shots from KRACK to Scrap Boogie that netted him an arguably undeserved spot in the semifinals. KRACK has been known to win by any means necessary and even means that are unnecessary. But will he be able to defeat HYDE and get a spot in the finals against Matt Black? And speaking of HYDE, here he comes.
And his opponent is a former Danger Zone Wrestling Tag Team Champion and Night of Flight finalist. This is HYDE.
2 matches to go for HYDE, and he has a date with Cutler at Revive. But if he loses this match, he's going right home. Will find himself on the outside looking into the No Limits Championship picture once again. HYDE managing to defeat BLACKOS to get a spot in the semifinals. The field of 4 has been narrowed down to 3 by virtue of Matt Black's win over TAKERU YUKIMURA. It is now down to HYDE and KRACK to determine who gets that final spot in the finals. The referee rings the bell, and we are underway with our second of 2 semi-final matches. With KRACK going right after HYDE off the bat. Like mentioned earlier, both of these men would be wise to preserve their energy, and out goes HYDE. KRACK aggressive from the start of the bell. He's looking to end this quickly. And there's a shot right into the guardrail. There's a kick to the midsection of HYDE. And KRACK again sending HYDE into the guardrail. And there's multiple shots to the face. Now KRACK, again, not trying to get the count out victory. He's trying to keep this match outside for as long as possible. And there's a German suplex right onto the floor. Now KRACK, I think, was again trying to send HYDE into the guardrail, but he stopped it at the last second, but HYDE not being able to stop that. And another shot into the guardrail. And now KRACK is going to try to win this match by countout, but HYDE still somehow up and somehow able to run. Much to KRACK's surprise, got caught with a few jabs. But now HYDE is back in trouble. And KRACK, moonsault. Moonsault to HYDE. Will KRACK end this match early? And no. You gotta wonder what condition HYDE is in after taking multiple full force shots to the guardrail. And KRACK sent him into that guardrail repeatedly with all his might. And now KRACK again targeting the arm. And we've seen this multiple times already, but doesn't get any less painful to watch. Now there's KRACK with a jawbreaker. KRACK, a former COH Internet Champion, multi-time Tag Team Champion. And you gotta believe he's looking to add the No Limits Championship to his resume. And there's a kick right to the back of HYDE. There's a snap power slam. No, wait. KRACK was going for something, but HYDE counters. And HYDE with the toss. HYDE with multiple jabs. Uh-oh. He's putting KRACK on the top rope in the danger zone. HYDE, is he thinking superplex? And yes, he is. Superplex to KRACK. Looks like HYDE is going for more. Going for the cover. 1, 2, and KRACK kicks out. Again, multiple pinfall attempts from both men, trying to end this match early. The only reprieve they get is the tag team title match should either of these men make it to the finals. Now HYDE trying to weaken KRACK with the headlock, as he's just tightening it over and over. But now KRACK, there's one elbow, there's 2 elbows, and he's free of HYDE's grasp. Our referee's down, and HYDE with the back body drop. If he was smart, he'd keep KRACK down for as long as possible. And oh wait, J-KRACK, Uranagi. Uranagi slam to J-KRACK. Will J-KRACK make it to the finals? And J-KRACK out at 2. You can see the frustration setting in for J-KRACK. J-KRACK undeterred. Are we gonna see hide and seek? And no, we're not. Uh-oh. I don't like this. J-KRACK going to the outside, and again, there's that chair. And J-KRACK with an enziguri. J-KRACK barely saw it coming. Oh, come on. J-KRACK now tossing the referee out of the ring. Now J-KRACK has a chair, but J-KRACK seeing what was coming. Ran full steam ahead at J-KRACK. Now there's one clothesline. There's 2 clotheslines. There's a missed clothesline and power slam. That steel chair may prove to be J-KRACK's undoing as J-KRACK goes for a second Uranagi. Second Uranagi. 1, 2, and no. The time it took for the referee to get back in the ring just might have saved J-KRACK as he goes back after the arm of J-KRACK. And there's a float over neck breaker. And now J-KRACK going back to the outside, and you gotta believe he's going back for that steel chair, and yes he is. And now turning his attention to the referee, and how is this not illegal? And the referee goes stumbling outside yet again, and J-KRACK with a steel chair to J-KRACK. Come on. This is absolutely senseless, but no, J-KRACK going for the pin, and there's no referee. When you take out the referee and then go for a crucial pinfall, that's what happens. J-KRACK realizing he kind of screwed himself over there. Now J-KRACK jaw-jacking with the referee. Uh-oh. J-KRACK is slow to get to his feet. I think J-KRACK was playing possum. And oh, wait a minute. J-KRACK, hide and seek. J-KRACK might have just outsmarted J-KRACK. As he's going for the cover. 1, 2, and J-KRACK is going to the finals.
Here's your winner by pinfall, J-KRACK.
J-KRACK a bloody mess and all. He's going to the finals to take on Matt Black. J-KRACK went for that steel chair in the match before. It got him a spot in the semifinals. He went for a chair in this match. And at first it looked like he was going to steal a spot in the finals. But instead that steel chair cost him dearly. J-KRACK played possum. He picked his spot. And now he's going to the finals with Matt Black. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute, that's Shawn Stevens. J-KRACK might want to turn around. That's now Shawn Stevens. Is going right after J-KRACK, and it serves J-KRACK right. Shawn Stevens going after the man who cost him the No Limits Championship. He's now beating the holy hell out of J-KRACK. And J-KRACK body first into the steel steps. And you gotta believe Shawn Stevens is irate. Shawn Stevens sees red. And quite frankly, I don't feel one bit of sympathy for J-KRACK, especially after what he's done in this tournament. Now Shawn Stevens just teeing away on J-KRACK. and sending him right outside the ring. KRACK's worst nightmare is coming to fruition as Shawn Stevens is quite honestly beating the hell out of him, and now KRACK getting some sort of reprieve as he sends Shawn Stevens gut first into the announce table. No, KRACK going back after that steel chair. Shawn Stevens, watch out, but wait a minute. Shawn Stevens gets the steel chair out of the way. Uh-oh, German suplex. Dragon suplex. And the finale, a straightjacket German suplex. And now Shawn Stevens with a combination of strikes to KRACK, and Shawn Stevens is just relentless. And I don't blame him one bit. Shawn Stevens was hell-bent on redemption when he returned to DZW, and KRACK stopped that dead in his tracks. As now Shawn Stevens again. German suplex, dragon suplex, and right back for that straightjacket German. And now Shawn Stevens has that chair. Cruel intentions on the mind of Shawn Stevens as he hits KRACK right in the face with the chair. And Shawn Stevens with the Shining Wizard. Uh-oh. Shawn Stevens, is he gonna do it? Yes, he has a sharpshooter locked in. KRACK has nowhere to go, and he is tapping out. Shawn Stevens just made KRACK tap out to the sharpshooter. Now Shawn Stevens, sensing the damage is done, walks away. Ladies and gentlemen, what craziness we just witnessed. But the story here is that we will have a tag team title match here. It's going to be High Impact taking on Shawn and Syntax. Ladies and gentlemen, while officials are helping KRACK to the back, here comes a team out for redemption in their own right. It's Tyler and DZWCaw. It's High Impact. Both of these men were put on the shelf a while back. It was even questionable as to whether they would even be back in Danger Zone Wrestling. But nonetheless, they are back. They showed up at Maximum Attitude, and they are eager for redemption. They are eager for revenge, and they want those DZW tag titles back. Ladies and gentlemen, what a night it's been. Again, we know that it will be HYDE versus Matt Black in the finals of the King of Flight tournament. But to the other competitors who have been a part of this, we have seen multiple matches to remember. And this one should be no different. Here they come, the two-time DZW Tag Team Champions, Steven Syntax and Shawn Walsh. Both of these men, very talented competitors in their own right. Shawn Walsh, multi-time Tag Team Champion. Steven Syntax, a former AWF World Champion and a former DIW World Champion. Both of these men are decorated, but what I can say for them in the ring, I can't say for them as human beings. Steven Syntax may not have been involved at the height of the issues between the Supremacy and High Impact, but what the Supremacy put these men through was quite honestly sickening. They took out Tyler Hall before a scheduled tag team title defense against the American-made Villains, leaving DZWCaw to defend and lose the tag titles on his own. Ladies and gentlemen, the history is just so personal. but we do have ring announcements coming up, so I will forward to our ring announcer.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following is a non-tournament match for the DZW Tag Team Championship. Introducing first the challengers. They are former inaugural Danger Zone Wrestling Tag Team Champions, Tyler Hall, Zach Hall, HYDE, Impact. And their opponents, they are the reigning, defending, first ever two-time Danger Zone Wrestling Tag Team Champions, Shawn Walsh, Steven Syntax, SHAWN, and Syntax.
SHAWN and Syntax handing over the tag titles. Will it be for the last time? Ladies and gentlemen, that's what it's about, the DZW Tag Team Championship. As Tyler Hall and Shawn Walsh are going to start this match, and Tyler Hall making a beeline for Shawn Walsh. Ryan Carroll no longer affiliated with Danger Zone Wrestling, so High Impact are going to take their anger and frustration out on Shawn Walsh. And out goes Shawn Walsh. And now Tyler Hall, what's he going for? Moonsault to the outside. Quite frankly, both members of High Impact would have been right at home as part of the King of Flight tournament, but instead choosing to go after the DZW Tag Team titles. Tyler Hall went airborne and oh, come on. Shawn Walsh going after Zach Hall, and now there's a German suplex to Tyler. Tyler Hall went airborne and it cost him. It's now Shawn Walsh has Tyler Hall in the opposite corner, the wrong corner. And there's a tag to Steven Syntax. And oh wait, Steven Syntax over a belly back suplex. Tyler Hall float over DDT. And now Tyler Hall sending Steven Syntax into High Impact's corner. Now this looks bad for Syntax. Hurricane Rana powerbomb. And now Zach Hall going for the cover on Steven Syntax, so we're going to have new champs early. And no. Like I said earlier, the history. Oh, wait a minute. Steven Syntax with the powerbomb counter to a Hurricane Rana. Like I said before, the history between High Impact and the American-made villains is so personal. It all started when Tyler Hall and Zach Hall were set to defend the tag team titles against the American-made villains on an episode of Attitude. Steven Syntax going for the pin at the Northern Line suplex, and no. Instead of it being a tag team match, it was made a handicap match after Kobe Vincent, who was still affiliated with the Supremacy at the time, took out Tyler Hall, leaving Zach Hall to defend and lose the tag titles on his own. Zach Hall ended up getting put through the announce table and was out of commission for a while, leaving Tyler to seek revenge on his own. Tyler Hall challenged AJ Young, who was the DZW and the Call Stars champion at the time. Tyler Hall put forth a valiant effort, but was unable to get the job done, in no small part to a brainbuster on the exposed top turnbuckle. And then was continuously assaulted after the match, and then he was put through a table. But nonetheless, High Impact are back. And they have the tag team titles in mind, as Zach Hall hits a flying forearm. High Impact wanting to become the second ever two-time DZW Tag Team Champions. And the Moves like that, they're in pretty good position. It's now Tyler Hall. Drops the elbow on Shawn Walsh. Adding insult to injury. Shawn Walsh out at the count of 1. What a redemption story it would be for High Impact to regain the tag team titles against their most hated rivals. As Tyler Hall goes for a jumping cutter. Will the cutter do the trick? And Steven Syntax breaks it up before the count of 3. Steven Syntax saw the tag titles fading away and reacted accordingly. And now Shawn Walsh with the cutter of his own. Shawn Walsh cutter to Tyler Hall, and Tyler Hall kicks out at 2. Shawn Walsh responding to Tyler Hall's cutter with the cutter of his own. And oh, wait a minute. Shawn Walsh is going for Famouser, and Tyler Hall hits him with the powerbomb counter. Tyler Hall with the counter, and now Shawn Walsh is firmly in enemy territory. And another Ronald Whip powerbomb. Impressive teamwork from both teams so far in this match. And quite frankly, it is a clash of styles. You got the hard-hitting style of Shawn Walsh and Steven Syntax. You got the flashy, high-flying style of High Impact. Something's got to give between these two teams. And Shawn Walsh has GIUSEPPE in the danger zone. And oh, wait a minute. Shawn Walsh is going for superplex. But Shawn Walsh crashes and burns. As GIUSEPPE with the corkscrew senton, going for the cover. And Shawn Walsh out at 2. Tyler Hall made the save to prevent the pinfall from being interrupted, but it was to no avail. And now Shawn Walsh gonna be on the receiving end of a moonsault. And now GIUSEPPE back to the top. And went high risk again, ended up crashing and burning. And now Shawn Walsh with the forearm smash. He finds himself on the other side of the ring apron. Oh, what's GIUSEPPE have in mind? And DDT right onto the ring apron, and talk about concussion. Welcome to Concussion City, Shawn Walsh. Now GIUSEPPE is fighting off Steven Syntax, and right into the guardrail Syntax goes. GIUSEPPE turning his attention back to Shawn Walsh. He might have taken too much time, and Shawn Walsh makes him pay with a cutter. And now Shawn Walsh going after Tyler. And uh-oh, Steven Syntax. What's he looking to do? GIUSEPPE right back into the ring. But ended up right where Shawn wanted him. And there's an arm drag off the top. And Shawn Walsh went for Famouser again, and again gets powerbombed for his troubles. Shawn Walsh back firmly in enemy territory. And Tyler Hall with the kick to the face. And uh-oh. What's Tyler going for? He calls Shawn Walsh up. Tyler Hall gonna fly and instead hits the mat. And Shawn was going for a pinfall attempt, but Tyler Hall was too close to the ropes. Shawn Walsh in a familiar position defending the tag team title, something he has done very well over the course of his career. As now the teamwork of the tag team champions on full display as Shawn Walsh launches Steven Syntax onto Tyler. Ladies and gentlemen, you gotta be the longer this match goes, the more it benefits Jake Hyde and Matt Black, who are in the finals of the King of Flight tournament. They get a moment to breathe. But it doesn't look like Tyler Hall's going to get that same courtesy. Cradle DDT. Cradle DDT as Zach Hall saves the match for his team. Steven Syntax has put many men away with that Cradle DDT. Was thinking super kick. But Tyler Hall hits the Pele kick. Tyler Hall hits Steven Syntax with the Pele. And oh, wait a minute. Tyler Hall with the assist, and there's a double knee smash. And Zach Hall with the springboard moonsault to follow up. Will we have new tag team champions? And we do! Ladies and gentlemen, I can't believe it, but we have brand new DZW Tag Team Champions.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are your winners and new Danger Zone Wrestling Tag Team Champions, HYDE Impact.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a comeback story for Tyler and Zach Hall. But here they stand before you as your Danger Zone Wrestling Tag Team Champions. And ladies and gentlemen, what a match. But we still have our main event. It's the King of Flight Finals. Jake Hyde and Matt Black. Finals up next. Ladies and gentlemen, our next major Click Per-View event is Revive, and with developments that have just taken place, we now have an updated card. SHAWN and Syntax will challenge High Impact for the DZW Tag Team titles. It's SHAWN and Syntax versus High Impact one more time. And in a street fight, Devin Storm will finally get the chance to get vengeance on his best friend, his former best friend, Brian Moxley. After what took place on night one of King of Flight, Adrian Dawkins will take on the powerhouse, Amir. And in a rivalry that's quickly gotten personal, the submission specialist Shawn Stevens will battle the hardcore icon, KRACK. It's 2 out of 3 falls for the Heritage Championship. It's Call Wrestling's Grand Natural Alex Orion challenging Kenshin Takahashi for the Heritage Championship. Call Stars Championship action as AJ Young looks to become a 3-time Call Stars champion against Brandon Wolf. And in our main event, it's the DZW Championship. The Problem, Kobe Vincent, will take on the DZW champion, Travis Killings. Well, Ladies and gentlemen, it's the moment you've all been waiting for. Who will walk away as the King of Flight?
Ladies and gentlemen, the following is the finals of the King of Flight tournament. Introducing first, HYDE.
HYDE knows what it's like to make it to the finals of a No Limits Division tournament. He did it once before at Night of Flight, obviously coming up short to Cutler and falling just short of becoming the No Limits champion. HYDE looking to not make it a repeat of making it all the way to the finals and then losing. You gotta think that happening twice for HYDE would just be completely demoralizing. But nonetheless, HYDE thinking positively, thinking optimistically. He's not thinking about what if. He's not thinking about losing. He's thinking about Cutler and that No Limits championship.
And his opponent, he is the reigning defending Eldorado Championship Wrestling NXT Champion, Matt Black.
Matt Black, the second finalist in this match. And you gotta believe, after what Cutler said about the competitors of the King of Flight tournament, Matt Black has a significant chip on his shoulder. Matt Black coming to this match with obvious injuries. We've all already mentioned his back from earlier. But Matt Black has fought through that for 2 impressive victories, defeating NOGUEIRA and defeating TAKERU YUKIMURA in what was quite possibly a show stealer to advance to the finals. In Matt Black's short time in Danger Zone Wrestling, he has made quite an impression. But will that impression lead him to a match at Revive for the No Limits Championship against the Dignified one, Cutler? Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to find that out very, very shortly. Ladies and gentlemen, the match is underway. Although, okay, Matt Black's music finally stopped. But it's HYDE and Matt Black. Winner goes to Revive, loser goes home. And neither of these men are trying to go home. There's a clean break. Obvious mutual respect between these two competitors for making it this far. They've gone through hell over the last 2 days to get to this point. But now Matt Black firmly in control of HYDE. Now HYDE using the ropes to his advantage. And oh, Matt Black meeting him with a drop kick. And now Matt Black, Northern Lights, gonna try to get this done very quickly. And HYDE out at the count of 1. We talk about what Matt Black's gone through just tonight to get to this point. HYDE has had quite a tough road too, defeating BLACKOS and defeating KRACK to get his spot in the finals. And HYDE slamming Matt Black down and now punching him in the face repeatedly. You gotta wonder when the battle scars will start to show. Both men obviously feeling the effects of show-stealing performances And oh, wait a minute, Jake Hyde. Modified power bomb, and Matt Black kicking out. Ladies and gentlemen, again, thank you for watching to this point. Thank you for supporting Danger Zone Wrestling. And thank you for just your general support in this tournament. Without you guys, Danger Zone Wrestling would not be possible. And again, we look forward to revive our next major CPV event. Every single DZW Championship will be on the line. And on top of that, Brandon Wolf will be defending the Call Stars Championship against former champion AJ Young as Matt Black goes for a moonsault. Will he win this match? And no. And of course, earlier we just witnessed the crowning of new Danger Zone Wrestling Tag Team Champions. Congratulations to High Impact, who will now have their first events very shortly at Revive against SHAWN and Syntax. You gotta wonder whether history will be made as Jake Hyde goes for the Uranagi. Jake Hyde trying to make history in his own right, and Matt Black kicks out of the Uranagi. You gotta think the velocity at which that Uranagi was hit has to be Jake Hyde, considering the pain that Matt Black is in. As now Matt Black sending Jake Hyde crashing and burning to the ground. I was gonna say that SHAWN and Syntax, if they win, they'll become record-breaking 3-time tag team champions, and Matt Black gonna fly. Matt Black went airborne against Jake Hyde, showing he still has a lot left in the tank. Uh-oh, we saw this earlier. Matt Black going for it, Koji Clutch. Koji Clutch locked in on Jake Hyde. Will Jake Hyde's championship hopes fade away? And no. As now Jake Hyde going for hide and seek. And oh, wait a minute. Matt Black with the reversal. Both of these men looking to end this match early. Remember, even with the finals in mind, they still have to look forward to Revive. And the longer this match goes on, you have to think advantage Drew Cutler. As now Matt Black plants Jake Hyde with the face buster. And now going for the pin. Is Matt Black gonna be the king of flight? And Jake Hyde says no. Both of these men have made it so far. It's a shame that only one of these men are gonna be the king of flight, as Matt Black went for a brain buster. And Jake Hyde with a spinning uppercut. Spinning Euro uppercut as Jake Hyde in the driver's seat. And there's a stiff shot to the face. Now Jake Hyde sending Matt Black into the corner. And uh-oh, Snake Eyes. Snake Eyes to Matt Black. Matt Black doesn't look like he knows where he is. And now double clothesline. And the snap power slam. Jake Hyde is firmly in control. And oh, wait a minute. Samoan drop. Samoan drop from Jake Hyde. Are we looking at the king of flight? And no. Samoan drop doesn't get the job done from Jake Hyde. And if I'm not mistaken, that's the first time we've seen that in this tournament. And now Jake Hyde thought he was going hide splash, instead an elbow. Now Jake Hyde, you gotta believe he's trying to go for hide and seek one more time, but Matt Black with the clothesline instead. And now Matt Black going up top. Is he gonna fly? And yes, he does. Is Matt Black gonna be the king of flight? And Jake Hyde with the kick out. Again, it is a shame that only one man can go to revive. Both of these men have made it so far. Both of these men have battled through so much. But it's simply a matter of who wants it more. Who has more left in the tank. And Matt Black, reverse superplex. Reverse superplex from Matt Black. And GIUSEPPE's championship hopes could be fading away with a crossface. Crossface to GIUSEPPE. Will he tap out? Will the former tag team champion tap out? And no, he will not. GIUSEPPE has survived chair shots. GIUSEPPE has survived being screwed out of championship opportunities. But GIUSEPPE still has a little bit more left to give. He still has more fight in him as he goes for a suplex. And instead, Matt Black, swinging neck breaker. Swinging neck breaker to GIUSEPPE, and Matt Black is gonna go airborne. And there's a spiral tap. A spiral tap that GIUSEPPE calls the HYDE splash. Will it be his undoing? And GIUSEPPE somehow kicks out of the spiral tap. And there's a backstabber from Matt Black. Again, going for the cover. 1, 2, and GIUSEPPE gets the shoulder up. Gotta believe it would be embarrassing for GIUSEPPE to lose to his own finishing move. But Matt Black again going for the submission as GIUSEPPE is crawling his way towards the bottom rope. Will he make it or will he tap out? GIUSEPPE is very close to getting the rope break, but instead manages to fight out of the Boston Crab. And another stiff shot to the face from GIUSEPPE. And he again goes for the Uranagi. Uranagi from GIUSEPPE. You gotta believe he's going for the HYDE splash and instead misses. Matt Black missing the running enziguri, but still fighting. And now Matt Black again. Koji clutch. Koji clutch for the second time in this match. And GIUSEPPE's championship hopes may fade away once again. And again, the elbow gets GIUSEPPE out of the Koji clutch. But Matt Black still fighting. And oh wait, is he thinking kill switch? Yes, he is. He has to kill switch. And just like that, Matt Black is gonna go to the finals. And what? GIUSEPPE kicked out. GIUSEPPE kicked out of the kill switch. And Matt Black is beside himself. It's now GIUSEPPE. Fist drop. I don't think GIUSEPPE can even believe that he kicked out of the kill switch. As GIUSEPPE with that familiar toss. Both of these men have gone for their finishing moves. If I'm correct, GIUSEPPE has not hit his yet. But oh, wait a minute. He's going for that Samoan drop yet again. Samoan drop to Matt Black. And oh wait, we talk about finishers. GIUSEPPE, go for it. Hide and seek. And just like that, Matt Black's championship hopes may be rendered obsolete. Going for the pin. 1, 2. GIUSEPPE's going to revive. And no. Matt Black kicking out of the hide and seek. And you gotta believe a factor in Matt Black being able to kick out of the hide and seek. You can see the exhaustion on Jake Hyde as he hit the hide and seek. Couldn't hit it with full strength. But take nothing away from Matt Black, as he managed to kick out of Jake Hyde's finisher. But Matt Black is back in the danger zone. And right to the injured back. But that seems to have taken a lot out of Jake Hyde as well. What elevation from Jake Hyde. Will Jake Hyde go to the finals? And Matt Black using the strength he has left to kick out. This match has been nothing short of incredible. Both of these men trying to show that they really want it. Both of these men trying to show that they deserve to be the king of flight. And quite frankly, both of them do deserve to be the king of flight. As Matt Black putting himself through unbearable pain, especially in the back, to even fight his way through this match, as now Jake Hyde is punching away on Matt Black. And Matt Black with the running enziguri. And oh, wait a minute. Matt Black was going for something, but Jake Hyde countered with the clothesline. And just pointing out, Matt Black is busted wide open. I didn't notice it earlier, but I noticed it now as Matt Black is still getting put through more pain. And you can see the exhaustion on both men. Jake Hyde missing the soccer kick. Matt Black, German suplex. Matt Black is gonna go to the finals, and Jake Hyde out at 2 again. Both of these men have hit their signature moves multiple times, but it has not been enough. As Jake Hyde hits an elbow right to the open wound on Matt Black, and Matt Black is back up. And there's a stiff shot that sends Jake Hyde to the ground. You know, wait, Matt Black going airborne. There's a right hand. Follows up with a drop kick. And Matt Black with the moonstop. And now a springboard leg drop. Matt Black is back in power. Matt Black is back in control. And there's another enziguri. Matt Black going back to the top rope. He's going to hit the spiral tap and he misses. And Jake Hyde with another clothesline. Uh-oh. Jake Hyde going back up top. Oh wait, he's going for it. Hyde splash. Jake Hyde with the Hyde splash to Matt Black. But Jake Hyde isn't done. He's going for it. Hide and seek, and he gets all of it this time. Hyde splash and a hide and seek as Matt Black in trouble. And Jake Hyde is your king of flight.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner and officially the king of flight, Jake Hyde.
It took defeating his tag team partner Michael Stone. It took him defeating John BLACKOS. It took him defeating Jake KRACK. And it took him defeating Matt Black. But Jake Hyde is your king of flight. And he has a date with Drew Cutler at Revive. And there you see Matt Black obviously disappointed. And now Jake Hyde offering the handshake to Matt Black, and Matt Black accepts. That's the sportsmanship. Matt Black is a hell of a competitor. He has nothing to be ashamed about. Both of these men fought hard in this tournament, but only one was able to become king of flight. And wait a minute, that's Drew Cutler. Drew Cutler ruining this moment, laying out both Jake Hyde and Matt Black. You talk about sportsmanship, Drew Cutler has absolutely none of it. but we now know that Drew Cutler will be defending the No Limits Championship against HYDE at Revive. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me for this tournament. I will see you at Revive. I am Antoine Princeton, and I am signing out.